What's going on, everyone? I haven't made an NHL video in about 2 years, but let me tell you guys, I am back. I've been playing for about a month now, and I kind of just want to give you guys an update on what the team looked like, how I got most of my players, and also give you a little content update on what's going on in NHL at this moment. So, first of all, we'll be going through sets because the fall season just ended and we are now on to the winter reward. The rewards look very similar to last season's rewards. One thing that I noticed that is really nice is that you can actually trade in your old fall seasonal collectibles for the new winter collectibles. And another interesting thing in this season is that the X Factor pack actually resets. So if you still had fall collectibles laying around that you didn't use, you can actually swap them for winter collectibles and put them in X Factor player choice set. Even if you had a cooldown in the last season, well, the cooldown is reset and you can actually just do another one right now. For everything else, it looks pretty much the same. Nothing too special. If you're patient enough, you can always get the 80 seasonal collectibles for an icon choice pack, but I don't think it's worth it. In my opinion, you can always go for the packs, power up collectible packs, if you want to. For me, the X Factor packs are where you're gonna get the most value out of. Moving on, they've also released some new content in the team building sets, which are new 84 overall players. They consist of Marin Gaborik, Shea Weber, Oscar Clefbaum. You also have Henrik Zetterberg, Mark Recchi, or Sergei Gonchar. The way to get those players is fairly easy. You have to complete the set from every team in order to be able to have the choice of 3. If you have all 32 teams completed, you can get 2 choice packs. I am actually working on 31 teams I have not completed yet. So what I'm doing is that I am putting all of my NHL players in those sets until the teams are completed. As of right now, I only have the Seattle Kraken completed, and I'm still missing 31 more teams, so I am working on that. One thing I always do is that I always do my silver upgrades when I have them. So whenever I have 8 silver players, I use them and I get 2 gold players. Those 2 gold players then I use in the gold upgrade if they're not part of an NHL team. So all my NHL players go in the team building sets, and every other gold player go in this specific set, so I can hopefully get NHL players out of this premium 2-player gold pack. Another thing that I think is very important this year is to be doing your hut rush, as well as your squad battles and rivals games, as well as hut champs, obviously, if you do qualify. But for a hut rush, what I think is very interesting is those objectives. There's 5 objectives per game style. So in the mascot rush, you have 5 objectives that actually give a good amount of points. Same for the holiday rush. You can get around 200 to 250k points just by doing those objectives. You can always play against the CPU at a lower difficulty, so those objectives are easier to complete. As you can see, there's 8 days remaining in this hut rush. 8 days to get through all 25 tiers. Actually, there's a little bit more. There's actually 30 tiers, 2.5 million points that you can accumulate. And as you can see here, there's 1 day remaining in the mascot rush and the holiday rush, which means those 2 modes are going to refresh tomorrow, and you'll have 7 days of the next 2 modes to get up to 2.5 million points if you want to. Obviously, I think the rewards are very interesting. I've been doing all 30 tiers every time there's a new hut rush because I think it's very valuable. If you don't want to spend any money, I think it's a very good way to grind and have a good amount of packs and even collectibles if you want to upgrade your team. I glanced over it a little bit. For squad battles and rivals games, it is very important to do if you have time on your hands. Obviously, squad battles is very demanding. You have it's very time consuming. Actually, you have 37 games to play in a single week. Rivals, you have a maximum of 50 games to play, or you can play 30 rivals games and then the 20 hut champs games for a total of 50. Rewards are very, very interesting depending on what division you're in. For me, I'm always gonna go with the untradeable packs, for the simple reason that you have twice as many packs, and those untradeable players I always use for sets. So for me, that's the best way to build my team so far. In terms of coins, though, I have been working the market a lot, and the way I do it is fairly easy actually. So basically, you want to be looking at sets and see what overall players are in demand. So, for example, this event requires 85 overall players for I think 2 or 3 collectibles maybe. So what I do is I browse by overall rating, I go 85, and then I see how much 85 overall players are going for. As you can see here, they go around for 8,000. So what I do then is I browse timed auctions for, let's say, I don't know, 7,000. And then what you want to do now is you just want to sit at this screen here and you want to just bid on cards at a very low price. Now, obviously, that's only if you have a lot of time on your hands, because it can be very, very time consuming. But with this method, you can make anywhere from 500 coins to 1,000, 1,500 coins per player. I've been doing that a lot, so that's why I have almost 1,700 players sold. Not all of them are from flipping cards like that, but a good majority of them are from that method. And last but not least, I want to just go around and show you guys what my team looks like. I think the team is already pretty competitive for how much time I've been playing. So here it is. We have the 90 overall Nathan MacKinnon X Factor that I got from doing the Pro-Am challenges. Base McDavid that I have on my first line as a centerman. I am still waiting on that X Factor McDavid. I don't know if I'm ever going to get one, but he's just sitting there. I got him from the Rivals packs last week, I believe. Zvechnikov is a player I made in the sets 22 under 22. Obviously, with those event challenges, make sure to always look at the objectives, because you can always get a good amount of collectibles from doing those objectives. Same thing for a Hut Rush. You can get a bunch of collectibles from there. Same thing for Hut challenges. So look around and see how you can get those collectibles if you don't want to send your players into sets. Austin Matthews, Crosby, and Ovechkin X Factors. Eichel, Barkov, Kaprizov X Factors as well. And from the winter choice pack, I got Huberdeau that is up now to an 86. I'm all out of power up collectibles at the moment, so that's why he's only an 86. And team of the week, Koivu and Nylander on the 4th line. For defenseman, I have Ivo McAvoy that I'm hoping he can score a couple of goals, so that his overall is going to go up. Same thing that I did with Zvechnikov, I did for Byram, so I did a bunch of sets to get the collectibles to upgrade this guy to a 92. Bowmeister, I'm still missing a couple of collectibles to get him up to 92 as well. Let's see how many collectibles I am missing right now. So from 92 92, you need 14 collectibles. So let's see how many I have. I'm actually only missing 4, so it shouldn't be that long before I get him to a 92. Carlson that I got from a pack from doing Hut Rush, I believe. Tyson Berry and Shea Theodore are on my 3rd pairing. Obviously, those Evo cards, I'm just hoping for the NHL to start again back soon, so I can follow along the games and hopefully they can score a couple of goals. For goalies, I do have Vasilevsky X Factor and this guy for Synergies. Speaking of Synergies, I have Magician, Gladiator, Applesauce, Buzzing, Distributor, Booming Shot that are activated. And I'll show you a little bit what the points look like, but keep in mind I have done a lot of squad battles, so it reflects on the points obviously, but you'll have a pretty good idea of what the top scores look like. McKinnon's always been on my first line. Same for Zvechnikov. Actually, Kaprizov was on my first line before Zvechnikov. So a lot of those players are have been on my team forever. That's what I like about the X Factors this year, is that you can actually have those players on your team for a very, very long time. You don't have to swap them out all the time. But as you can see, McKinnon is at an incredible pace for goals. Almost 300 goals. I'm only 1 goal away. Yeah, once again, those stats are biased a little bit because I played a lot of squad battles, but you can see stats like that are pretty fun to look at. Yeah, so just Going down the list there. And obviously the fourth line is always going to have less points than everyone else, but that's how it is. As for goalies, yeah, Vasilevsky's been my goalie since I started. I'm pretty confident with Vasilevsky. Goalies are really preference only. You like Vasilevsky could be like really good for me, but you can hate him. It just depends on everyone. I know Robin Lehner's a really good goalie. Carey Price, obviously. So try him out. Try him out. See what goalies you like the most. So I will keep you guys updated on how the team is going. I just finished Hot Champs for this week, Season 10. We finished 17, 1, and 2, so we're just waiting. There's a couple more hours left. I think 3 hours left, a little bit less than 3 hours left. We'll probably be finishing top 50, so we'll have some rewards for next week. I think it's Wednesday night, as long as the Rivals rewards. So I'll be playing a little bit more Rivals, hopefully get my rank up. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.